The news earlier this year of the U.S. Mint discontinuing the Lincoln cent, the longest tenured coin in history, has been out there. And we talk about it every night here still on America's Value Channel. But the other coin that caught everybody off guard was when they released the brand new half-dollar program, which will start in 2027, which is tied to Special Olympics, etc., which means the Kennedy is being replaced. That is the shockwave that many have been still talking about today, even though we're 30, 45, 60 days out on the news. Well, tonight, patience is the virtue, right? Because tonight, we finally have the finest known, period. Here we go. So the P's and D's, the coins that are theoretically released for circulation, and now tonight, since there are no 70s known, and there haven't been a 70 known in uncirculated or mint state coins, we are looking at the finest known. Yeah, I can't tell you how many tens of thousands of coins NGC has gone through for us to find a handful of these, the finest known. Now, the label is exactly what it references. This is the Denver Mint, which is the D Mint mark right there. And then the bottom is the Kennedy label, which is the portrait of Kennedy, which helps tie this all together for everybody. But let's talk about this. So the Kennedy half dollar is 62 years old this year. 62 years old. But after 38 years, which is 2001, they stopped releasing coins into circulation. Okay, they just stopped. In 2002, the following year, they brought them back just for collectors. They sold them in rolls and in bags. They also sold them in the uncirculated sets. And for the last, well, do the math, 48, 58, 24 years. They've been making the Kennedy half dollar just for collectors. Well, that was up until this year. This is the last of its kind. Because the obverse and the reverse, as we've seen the Kennedy all 62 years, is going away. Next year, we're going to have a special design. It's not even going to be the Kennedy on the half dollar for our USA 250. And then the year after, in 2027, it's going towards the designs on the reverse for the Special Olympics. And they have the right to change the obverse, which everybody believes they will. So again, the obverse, reverse. So this is basically the end of an era in U.S. coinage. Let's go all the way back to the beginning on our half dollar. The bust half dollar, then the seated half dollar, the Barber half dollar, the Walker, the Franklin, and now the Kennedy. You know the unique thing about it? That's the design. Every single one of our half dollars throughout history had the large eagle on the reverse. Now the Franklin had a small eagle, but they all carry forward the eagle itself as its design. All 62 years, the obverse and the reverse, this has been the design. So here's some information. Over the last decade or so, they've averaged about 1.5 to 1.7 million Kennedys, okay? They kicked it up a little bit for 2025, the last of its kind. And right now they're at 5.6 million, which means some people believe they're releasing them in the circulation as the last hurrah. We'll see that as the year goes on. But we do know one thing, and that is right now it's 5.6 million. Right now we are we're in the third quarter of this year, right? And as of right now, if you go to NGC's website where they publish all of the coins they've seen, click onto the half dollar, click onto the Kennedy, go to 2025 uncirculated, look at the far right column, and yes, you're going to blink a couple of times because you're not going to believe it, but there's 112 coins known. Now, will that change over the rest of the year? A few coins, probably. But when they realize the other side of this equation, which is what I brought up earlier, and the tens of thousands of coins to go through. So Do we have the Philadelphias available? We only got 2 Philadelphias, so we do not have them available. They are both very, very rare, but the Philly is the rarest. I've seen them for a few $1,000s a coin. But tonight we have the key, which is the Denver. We have the grade, which is a 69. And look at our price tonight. The auction sites we're looking at are at $975, $11.99. I've seen them advertised as high as $1,400. Well, AVC stands for what? America's Value Channel. And we take the value to heart. That's why you can look at a price with us here on TV this evening and be at the $799.95. Right place, right time, and this is definitely the right product. Fun, if not anything, it's outright fun. Guys, give me a 1-minute clock, please. We're down to our last few. Again, with a total universe of 112 coins, I don't have that many. I wish I did. We all do, don't we? We all want the Holy Grail, and then we want to replicate it as often as possible. So in the Kennedy Half Dollar series, after 62 years, it is over as we know it. So 2025 is that year where this design is being retired. No more obverse, no more reverse. Uniquely enough, we think they might be released in the circulation later this year. Won't that be fun? But if that does happen, it's even more so reinforces this coin right now. Because there are no 70s. The finest known is a 69, the coin you're looking at on your screen. In the world right now, there are 112 of them known, and it'll grow by a few coins, but not many. And tonight, the AVC way is what? Hundreds under that of our closest competition. Same coin, same rarity, same wow. But tonight, save a bundle. This one, almost sold out.